So when you enter the exhibition upstairs, you'll kind of be confronted with the furnitures and appliances of the apartment that I was living in Algiers for almost 3 years. And the furnitures, including the doors, personal effects that belong both to me and to the lady who was living in the apartment previously. So when I moved to Algiers, I rented this apartment that was fully furnished, and it belonged to the aunt of my landlady who had recently passed away. But when I moved in, it was, they had left it almost completely untouched. So they left like her plates, her bed sheets, her books. And so I kind of, when I moved in, there's kind of like superimposed my existence on top of hers. There's no walls in the show, of course, as you can see. So the rooms kind of define themselves by way of these invisible lines. And there's also these bugging devices that you'll see across the space, which are these kind of black, alien-looking figures. And the bugging devices function in two ways. They have a phone number, so they're each titled a phone number. And you can call this number at any time of day and listen into whatever's happening around them. There's also a FM radio frequency inside each device, which basically creates an echo throughout the space. So that's a way of kind of situating the viewer in the exhibition itself, and also kind of implicating this idea of being maybe surveyed or watched, because if you make a sound near one of these heads, you might hear the echo of that sound across the space, because we've kind of embedded these speakers inside the furniture. I think overall there is this buzzing or this kind of frequency vibration throughout the whole show, which kind of is quite anxiety-inducing, I'd say. And then this door that you can see open with 5 locks on it, that was added during the Civil War in the 90s. So there's this kind of collapse of 1901 from the beginning of the colonial or kind of architectural invasion to the 90s, which was this moment which I think really kind of dismantled the trust that had been fought for. When Algeria fought for its independence, it was the people that really came together to make that possible, and there was so much resilience and trust that was built that completely collapsed by 30 years later. And I think that's really kind of exemplified in this.
In here, in this one, I was just telling those people about it.
When I was installing the show over the past week, kind of like finding all these different things that were added into the exhibition by visitors, like photographs, or like all my books are completely full of audience writing stuff in them.
Anyway,
They really treat it like an exhibition.
Like a guest book?
Guest book, yeah. No, this was cute.
That's nice.
It's all very cute. This can happen.
Ja, en het is heel grappig, plots is de tafel gedekt. Ja. Want je weet, je mag in principe alles open doen en dicht doen en kijken en snuffelen. Want plots, al haar intimiteit is hier ook. Hè? En ook van de eigenaar en de huurder van voordien. En, ja,